and welcome back to another video today here again on Gran Turismo 7. So take a look at the second of the three cars from the most recent update, which is this Porsche Cayman GT4 from 2016. It's available in several whites, greys, blacks, and a few nice bright colours at the end here: yellow, guards red, carmine red, and sapphire blue, as well as a dark blue metallic, but I think the only colour we can really have it in is the yellow. So, as this new version of Catalonia without the chicane was part of the update as well, I thought I'd quickly bring the Cayman here to run you through some stats. Now, I'm not actually that excited about this car, which you may know if you watched the video I did on the GTO. I kind of said the other cars I wasn't that worried about testing out, so I'm mainly here to see what customization options and things are available for the Cayman, but we will quickly run through a few stats before we do that. It produces 379 horsepower from a naturally aspirated 3.8 litre flat 6, but unlike the 911, which I think shares the same engine, it is of course mid-engined and therefore should handle better, especially with this being the GT4 variant. It weighs 1,340 kilos, and that, along with the horsepower figure, means it is at 565.64 performance points from standard. We're going to put the widebody straight on for 50,000 credits. And as I've applied the widebody, I am going to have to change the wheels, just so that we can bring the offsets, or width, that's the one. I think that's now done, unless we're going to do the wheels, but I'm not sure they really need to be. They're already quite a nice dark colour, so I think that's that done. So after a quick trip to the upgrade shop, I basically fitted everything from the Sports and Club Sports tabs. So the Sports Computer, Sports Air Filter, Sports Silencer, Sports Soft Tyres, the Bore Up, the High Lift Camshaft, the high compression pistons, and the sports suspension, to try and make it into a slightly faster, still road goable track car, basically. Interestingly, you can't fit turbochargers or superchargers to this car, but there are a few more options for power, and as well as that I've gone for carbon ceramics, just because I want to go back and change the colour of the brake calipers. So after I had changed the paint colour and added a little bit of horsepower, put some nicer tyres on, and some better brakes, I headed to the Tokyo Expressway, which I think is also where I drove the Carrera GT, or it might have been 918. Anyway, one of the other Porsches I drove around here, and it was spitting flames like crazy, in the same colour as this one, so I thought it'd be fun to drive this around here as well, in its new Ruby Star Red, with green brakes, which is the colour I settled on in the end. And it was, in fact, quite a lot of fun. Just that slightly more power, slightly better grip made it so much more fun to drive, although surprisingly it did still want to kick the back out a few times. I did then enjoy a few fast laps around this circuit, and this was probably my best one. And that is going to do it for a first look at the Porsche GT4 here on Gran Turismo 7. As I said at the beginning, I wasn't really terribly excited for this car, and I don't find Porsches that interesting in general, unless it's a Carrera GT or something along those lines. It was, as expected though, very good to drive even from standard. I feel like it's slightly more interesting with the upgrades, new wheels, brakes and paint colours. Makes it look a little bit more exciting and a little bit nicer to drive, but yeah, overall it is just a good car, just not all that exciting still to me. But anyway, that was kind of what I knew I would find it like, but yeah, it was better than I expected in terms of driving, so overall not a bad little car, just not terribly exciting like I said. But anyway, that is going to be all for today's video, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with the next video very soon.